So I was watching this Aperture video. Like I only watched the beginning of it because right in the beginning, it's like they said something that kind of made me feel like, well, they're uneducated on the topic they're talking about. So the rest of it doesn't seem like it was like, well, that's irrelevant. The rest of it's irrelevant because they made it seem like TikTok are the people that invented challenges, or like TikTok. Some TikTok challenges have been harmful, have harmed children. Like children are harming themselves in a sense, really. But my whole point of this is I made a short TikTok video, okay, a little while ago. This was like a month or two ago, okay? And in my TikTok video, I explained the like humans got to start taking responsibility for not knowing how to use social media. And I was basically saying that it's like we blame the tools for what we choose to do with the tools, and we blame the tools for parents not being able to teach the children how to use the tools correctly. Like, so the only reason I know about TikTok or all these different things is like I knew about TikTok when it was called Musically. TikTok was Musically before it was TikTok, and back then there was Vine and Dub Smash, and there was a bunch of other apps that are like eventually like all these apps helped create the idea of TikTok. But the children were all using these apps before TikTok was invented. Like my daughter knew about these things, and it's like I don't like there's another app called Likey, which is basically like TikTok for children. But really, the thing is, it's so hilarious that the kids already have a backup just in case something ever happened to TikTok. Meaning, like, you'll never stop this. It's not TikTok. This is what bothered me with this. When people blame TikTok or people blame Facebook or people blame whatever. When I was a teenager, right? Um, I don't know, maybe like 2011 to maybe 2010, there was the cinnamon challenge, okay? And that was going around on Facebook. Challenges basically kind of started on Facebook, just like hashtags started on Twitter. Just like, when a hashtag is basically like a room of people, and everyone who put that hashtag, that their posts are in that room of that hashtag. But with TikTok, so challenges just switches to whatever social media site the kids are using. So like, and I'm not trying to be a dick, right? But I'm just speaking from experience because I have a daughter, and the main reason why I got educated on all of this is for my daughter. Because I thought to myself, the problem is parents don't know how to use the tools themselves. So how could you teach the children how to use the tools correctly if the parents don't even know how to use the tools correctly? Like, I learned the TikTok algorithm. I learned what the problem is. The problem is people they're not looking at themselves. Like, okay, so the TikTok algorithm will put you in front of whatever you watch, whatever you like the type of content you comment on, the type of videos you watch, or the type of videos you like. Then over about a month or two span, your algorithm will be kind of specific to you. But now the algorithm's so touchy that it's like if I watch a video for 2 seconds of something else that I usually don't watch, then I might see a few more of those type of videos while I'm scrolling at that moment in time. But if I just click the back and go back to home, I can kind of reset that or whatever. But it's like so many people don't understand algorithm. They don't understand that the algorithm is it's just a repeating pattern. It's repeating your patterns back to you. Um, and each like reels, TikTok, shorts, they're all the same thing. Reels and shorts, the only difference is reels and shorts is just a feature on a website or an app, where TikTok is the whole thing. Because on TikTok you can now search things up just like you can on YouTube. Um, and there's just a lot happening. But basically, what I see happening is the people that talk about TikTok the most are the people that don't really know about it. They know the least about it. It's like they only listen to mainstream media, and then they repeat what mainstream media is saying about TikTok. Like, you know what happened on TikTok this past year? There was a fucking awakening, bro. Like, there was a lot of people that went through like their own awakening in some sense, and like there's a lot that happens on TikTok that you can't explain because it sounds like when I talk about my TikTok, I talk about how like I see a bunch of like motivational things about NFTs and crypto, producer tips and different producers. I follow different producers and like just I'm able to kind of gain knowledge and if something major happens in the world, it'll scroll through TikTok, right? But if it's not something major, like I really don't care about what's going on in the exterior. I just want to learn what I want to learn, and like I like watching sometimes sad stories or whatever. Like there's a lot of different things through TikTok that you can get, like different rabbit holes, I guess you can call it. But it's the same thing that happened with YouTube. There was like different YouTube rabbit holes back in the day before YouTube added algorithms. Like it's almost like when YouTube added algorithms, it kind of fucked things up a little bit because they almost want to control their algorithm. Like it's very controlled. Where on TikTok, it's not as controlled, which is why there's so many people that are kind of against TikTok. But I'm pretty sure there's parental guide things on TikTok now. So like parents can set up parental guides for their kids and do all this stuff. But once again, the problem goes to the parents don't even know how to do that, and they don't feel like doing that. But if they don't feel like doing that, then their kids are, in a sense, it's just complicated because the world is so fucked up. Because like right now, what we're witnessing is the old people basically saying TikTok is bad, just like the old people said colored TV was bad, just like the old people said rock and roll was bad, just like the old people always say the new thing is ruining the kids because the old people don't want to take responsibility for raising those kids. And this is why I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I've raised my daughter. I've taught her. Like, yes, she makes mistakes on, through TikTok, and sometimes you gotta talk to her and say, well, bro, I'll take TikTok away if you do that shit again. Yada, like all this other shit. But, like, that's parenting. Parenting in the 21st century, that's part of it. Part of parenting in the 21st century is preparing the children for the digital world, just like parenting in the 19th and 20th century was just preparing children for the physical world. Like, you didn't have to do much more. But now, as a parent, like I can see, the farther we go in history, like the 21st century, when we get to the 22nd century, like parenting is going to have to evolve. We're going to have to step up more and take more responsibility and start taking away the expectation of school to teach our children. And yes, send the kids to school still, but don't have school be the only place they're learning. Have them be learning at home too. And like that's what I've been doing since my daughter was like 3. And like because I've been there to guide her through the social media thing, because I've been there to guide her, to teach her, to help her, to whatever, and to also tell her when she did something wrong, and to explain to her why that's wrong, what the problem is with that, and why that can cause like problems in your like all this shit. I've had to sit down with my daughter so many times about social media, TikTok, the future of all these different tools and all these different things, and how they're tools, how they're a thing to express yourself with, how yeah, you can have fun with it, you can consume content with it, you can like there's so much you can do with it, and the algorithm will kind of put to you what you watch. But the funny thing is, as I explain this shit to my daughter, she already knows it because she uses, like, she's using, before I let her use TikTok, I just started letting her use TikTok. Before then, she was only allowed to use, like, Likey or things like that because Likey is basically only children on there. There is a few other female artists on there because they seen the thing too. If somebody ever banned TikTok, Likey would probably just take over the spot. But it's the same exact app. It's basically the same exact thing. They do the same things. It's just TikTok has more to it now. It's like a whole thing. Like I said, you can search up things. You can, it's like it's also mini cable. It's like mini cable, but also like, I don't know. It's so complicated to explain because anytime somebody explains TikTok, they're explaining the kids today, the da ba da ba da ba da, and that's all I hear because it sounds like the old man saying the kids today. And it's like, if somebody doesn't have, like, for example, I have a daughter, so it's much different than having sons. So, as a man who has a daughter, I've seen she was dancing. Like, I'm pretty sure every daughter, like, I don't know, but like all I know is my daughter was dancing from the time she was like 2, 3 years old. Like, before she knew what TikTok was, or before whatever, that's kind of what she was doing anyways. She loves to dance and have fun and be free. Like, she's a girl. So, yeah, a lot of girls will make dancing videos or whatever. And a lot of guys that enjoy dancing will make dancing videos, because when I was growing up, I'm horrible at dancing, but I love to make music and rap and sing and all that. But I knew people that were so good at dancing, like they're dudes, they're boys, but they're so good at it that I guarantee they probably have I wouldn't know, but I guarantee they probably have a TikTok where they're dancing and things, because that was their thing. It's just this thing where you can kind of choose to do whatever you want with it. What I choose to do with TikTok is kind of a short version of this. TikTok is, for me, a way for me to advertise Mark Dreams for free, because on YouTube and everywhere else, I basically got shadow banned. So when I got basically shadow banned, my subscriber count kind of halted at the same thing, and it stayed there for a while. It stayed there until I started getting on TikTok. And once I got on TikTok, I started gaining more followers on there, but those followers that I got on TikTok were completely different people than the followers that I had on YouTube. So on TikTok, I would make short form content, do all this thing, and once in a while, I would basically advertise that I have long form content on YouTube. At first, I was just advertising my Trip Report channel, but then my Trip Report channel started getting more subscribers. And then I started like advertising my philosophy stuff, and then like my philosophy videos, in a sense, are getting more views per video, and I've gained a few more, like a nice handful of more subscribers on both, like YouTube channels. What I'm trying to do with social media in general is, like, I have a plan with it, and I'm using it. It's a tool. They're just tools. And like I explained to my daughter the same thing, and she kind of sees what I'm doing with it. I'm a musician, so I'll be using it to advertise, and like basically free advertisement for my album, free advertisement for Mark Dreams as a whole, Mark Dreams philosophy, Mark Dreams music, Mark Dreams like whatever. When I was selling beats as NFTs, it was a good way to advertise that, and I've sold an NFT. Like there's ways to use it as a tool. Like some people just use it and they don't consume it. And like I do a little bit of both sometimes, because I don't watch TV really. Like but I also have certain rules that I set for myself. I follow a thing for myself, and that's what made me think, well, damn, people just don't take responsibility for their own actions. So like, yeah, when kids do something, like maybe the parents got to sit down and talk to the children about social media and about not doing things that are stupid. I don't think, I'm not even gonna go there, but all I'm trying to say is that, just like I said in the short video, now I was a little harsh in my short video on TikTok, but I was real, because it was kind of bothering me that like people blame social media when it's human beings not knowing how to use social media, and then the parents don't know how to use it, so then they can't teach their kids how to use it, so then instead of whatever, they say, let's ban it, let's get rid of it, but then you're gonna you're ruining the children's ideation of the 21st century by putting your ideation of the 20th century and trying to force something that you don't understand, when you can just learn it, try to understand it, and then try to teach it and try to help the children be prepared for it. Because there's nothing we can do to get rid of it. You get rid of TikTok, or if you get rid of TikTok and Reels, then kids will do it on Shorts. If you get rid of Shorts, TikTok, and Reels, then kids will do the same challenges on Likey. You get rid of Likey, then some 18-year-old kid will make a brand new fucking app just like it, so he can have his friends do the same dumb challenge on that app. The problem is not the tools. The problem is humans don't know how to use the damn tools without harming themselves, without whatever. Because you could do challenges that are not harmful, right? Like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, everyone thought it was just some weird ice bucket challenge. Like, that was on Facebook. Like I said, that was before, there was challenges before TikTok. But the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge was basically this thing to bring awareness to ALS, which helped them get a lot of money to help try to basically cure ALS, to help fund research for ALS, and it actually did that. So challenges can actually help. Challenges can bring attention to situations that people don't know about. Challenges can, and that's why kids understand this. So kids are like, well, challenges can bring attention to their thing that they're trying to do, because attention is the currency of the day. Because it doesn't, like, so for example, I was telling my friend about, like, I want to relaunch my business and all this other stuff. And he was saying, well, maybe you should do something. I was trying to explain to him, I already have it planned, because, like, I already have a few people's attention on TikTok, a few people's attention on YouTube, a few people's attention on here. And, like, my business is around my own lifestyle. What I'm doing, everything is surrounded by, like, a wholeness of my own life. I am a musician, so I'm trying to put my music out. And I love herbs and plants. I take them all the time, so I'm trying to bring a whole thing to put them all together to make a website and do all this other stuff. And, like, I have all these ideas and all these things, and I just use YouTube, TikTok, all these different things as tools to help me do my thing. That's all. And all the kids, like, it's different, because back in the day, all they had was TV. But the people who were watching TV were doing the same thing that the people are scrolling blindlessly. Like, the people that scroll blindlessly it's the same thing as the people who scroll blindlessly on cable, looking for something to watch, when they could be working out, while they could be working on their dreams, while they could be doing something productive with their life. They're just sitting on the couch watching lights on a screen. Just like kids today watching lights on a screen. It's nothing different, but parents think, for some reason they think, well, it'd be better if my kids were watching TV. But it wouldn't, because at least through the screen in their hands, they can put something out too. They can create something and put it out if they want to. That's the beauty about TikTok. You can create a brand new TikTok account and drop 3 videos, and one of those videos can get 5,000 views, 10,000 views, like you can get attention pretty easily, because right now TikTok is the place. It's basically humans, almost all, like, things combined. Like, if you look at TV, radio, all these other things, TikTok is where people are, or even all the social media sites. TikTok is where most people are, especially the young people. And a lot of these young people are not as young as people think anymore. Like some of the people that people think are the young people, they're like 19, 20 now, on TikTok doing their thing. And they have a whole different lifestyle, a whole different point of view of life, a whole different ideation of what life is, because they grew up in a completely different era with these tools. And the people who made it with the tools, they know how to use the tools to get attention. With TikTok, you don't necessarily get paid, and you can't get AdSense or something like that. Like, they're not going to pay you, but you can use it. If you have a business, you can use it to help your new business. You can use it to help get out your music. You can use it to help get out your philosophy. You can use it as a tool, or you can just do what kids do and have fun with it, play around. And there's also nothing wrong with that. Just like I don't think there's anything wrong with watching TV. It's just, that's not my cup of tea. I don't want to do that. I want to do what I want to do, which makes me think, well, the kids want to do what they want to do, and they have options. And in those options, for some reason, yeah, they keep picking TikTok. But there must be a reason for that. And parents keep saying, they're blaming TikTok for the thing, but not thinking about, why do even people want to use it? What is so whatever about it? People avoid it when they don't know nothing about it. People talk shit about it when they truly know nothing about it. So when somebody's talking shit about it, I'm just like, well, you could tell you've never even been on it. Like, you don't really know. You think it's what the mainstream media says. And people who listen to the mainstream media usually are wrong about what they're talking about.